Okay. So, good evening, children.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Did you all go through the last class portion?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
No.
Shall I ask you questions?
Yes. Yes.
Close your books. Close your books. Quickly, I will ask. Seba, first question is to you. Name the co-recipient of Nobel Peace Prize Award.
Yes, ma'am. Can you say the question?
Name the co-recipient of Nobel Peace Prize Award with Malala.
Ma'am, Satya Kailashi.
Satya Kailashi. The name got twisted. Seba has answered. Seba, you twisted it all together. Very interesting name. Oh, what is that? Seba, say it once again. Satyesh Kailashi. Okay, Atul will give you the correct answer. Atul? Atul? Kailash Satyarthi. Not Satyarth Kailashi. Okay, Kailash Satyarthi. All right, Aradhya, next question is to you. Yeah. How old was Malala when she received the Nobel Peace Prize? How old was Malala when she received Nobel Peace Prize? Fast, fast, fast.
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
How old was Malala when she received the Nobel Peace Prize?
Ma'am, 17. 17.
I can't hear
Ma'am.
you, Aradhya. You're
Ma'am,
very soft.
17. Ma'am, she's saying 17.
Ah, yes, 17. Yes, correct. 17 years. Okay, next question. How did Malala get her name? Or after whom Malala was named? Aldous?
Ma'am, from the inspirational name of Malala of Maivan.
Yes, from the inspirational Malalai of Maiwand. Okay. Then here next question is to you. What do you mean? What is the meaning of the name Malala?
Sad.
Heron?
Sad.
Sad or?
And
Sad or grief stricken. Sad or grief stricken. Mohammed Afridi, I haven't seen you for a long time. I have forgotten your face. Could you please switch on your camera? Okay. Next question. How does her grandfather calls her? How does her grandfather call her in order to add some happiness to her name? Steve?
ma'am, his grandmother called him the happiest girl in the world. The happiest girl in the world.
Her grandfather used to call her Malala, the happiest
girl in the world.
Okay. Then next question. Next question is to Vaiga. To whom does Malala dedicate her award?
Ma'am, she dedicated her award to his family, to his teachers.
No. She's thanking her family members and teachers, but she's dedicating the award specially.
Education.
For whom she's dedicating the award?
Can I say? She is dedicating her award for forgotten children who want education, for frightened children who want peace, for voiceless children who want change.
Very good, very good. Excellent answer. Very good, Vaiga. Complete answer is I'm fully satisfied. All right. So we will continue. Good, children? Good. I understood that you have read the text. Well done. So, page number 62, last part. I have found, somebody should read. Gauri? Gauri? Where is Gauri? Gauri is Kumar. Gauri, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay, read. Page number 62, last line. I have found that Any connectivity problem? Okay.
Can I
Lottie
read?
has got network issue.
Ma'am, can I read?
Can I read?
Muhammad Sinan. Muhammad Sinan. Read.
I have found that people describe me in many different ways.
Mm.
Some people call me the girl who fought for her rights.
Mm.
Some people call me
Nobel laureate.
laureate now.
Mm.
However, my brothers still call me that annoying bossy sister.
Mm.
As far as I know, I am just a committed and
Even stubborn
stubborn person who
person.
wants to see every children getting a quality education.
Mm.
Who wants to see women who having equal rights and who wants peace in every corner of the world.
All right. All right. Thank you, Sinan.
Okay, ma'am.
I have found that people describe me in many different ways. So Malala has become very popular. Okay. And she has seen people, different people describing her in different ways. Some people used to call her as the girl who fought for her rights. But my question is to you, is it correct? Did she fight for her own rights?
No, ma'am.
No,
ma'am.
all
For
the
whom did she fight?
Ma'am, for all the children who want education.
Yes,
Quality
very good,
education.
very good. She did not fight for her own rights, but she fought for the whole children, especially for the girls who wants to get
to get
education.
equal rights.
Yes. Some people call me a Nobel laureate now. Nobel laureate means a person who is honored with Nobel Prize. So after receiving the Nobel Prize, she was called as a Nobel laureate. So some people call her as a person who fought for her rights. Others call her Nobel laureate. However, my brothers still call me that annoying bossy sister. So she has got different names by different people. Annoying means irritating. She is very young, and her brothers used to call her irritating bossy sister. Bossy in the sense, what do you mean by bossy? Boss.
Like the boss.
Huh?
A particular person who deal with all things.
Yes, a person who dominates others. That's what you call as boss. So her brothers used to call her annoying, irritating, bossy sister. As far as I know, now look at that. So initially she told that how the people see her as an individual. Okay. Initially she told her how the people uh, have a viewpoint about Malala. Some people call her the girl who fought for her rights. Other people call her a Nobel laureate. And her brothers call her a bossy, annoying bossy sister. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now look at how she look at herself. She has a clear idea of what she is. As far as I know, I'm just a committed and even stubborn person. So look at the qualities that she has got. She is committed. Committed means dedication. So children, if I'm telling that you have to be committed towards your studies, what do you mean by that?
We have to be dedicated to our studies and.
You have to be dedicated to your studies. What do you mean by dedicated to your studies?
Ma'am means like we have to keep a relation like.
Hmm? Dedication or commitment means what?
Ma'am means we have to have a spirit to do like that.
You have to have a spirit in learning. Very good. Aldous is trying to put it in different ways to make the idea clear for me. Very good, Aldous. Very good. Commitment, dedication means with regard to studies, you have to be up to date with your books. Homework should be done in an up to date manner. Assignment or project or activity should be done. Studies should be done regularly. Okay? So whatever is connected with studies, you have to do it on daily basis with your heart and soul. Put your heart and soul into it. That is what you mean by committed or dedication. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Malala tells about herself that she is a committed and a stubborn person. Now, what is stubbornness? Hmm? Very hard or very rude? What do you mean by stubbornness?
Ma'am,
Hmm.
we are like sticking
Hmm.
to that thing.
Yes. If you have made a decision, in your mind,
Never change it.
yes, you will never change it. No matter how many times or how many people try to persuade you in a different way, you are not ready to change. That is what you mean by stubborn. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Certain people are very strong in their opinion. They will never ever fluctuate. They will never change their opinion. So Malala tells about herself that she is a committed and a stubborn person. And what is she stubborn about? She wants every child to get quality education. She is stubborn about one thing, that is, she wants every child to get
Quality education.
quality
Quality
education.
education.
Yes, quality education. Who wants to see women having equal rights and who wants peace in every corner of the world. So she is stubborn about mainly three things. Mark it in a textbook. One is quality education. That is, each child has the right for education. You have the right to learn. You have the right to acquire knowledge. You have the right to get into good position in your life. Okay. Then equal rights for women. In Pakistan, when the Taliban terrorists took over the control of the beautiful Swat Valley, they declared that the women are not supposed to go to school. The girls are not supposed to get education. Only men had the right. So Malala wants the women to have equal right just as that of men. I hope I'm making it clear to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
The second thing is that women should get equal right. And thirdly, she wants to see that peace is there in every corner of the world. Terrorism means they create fear in the minds of people. A total violence is there in the country. Okay, violence is prevalent there in the country. So here, children, we find that Malala tells us that people calls her by different names. One is a girl who fought for her rights. Secondly, a girl who became a Nobel laureate. And thirdly, her brothers call her as
Knowing
annoying bossy sister. But let's see how Malala consider herself. How does she consider herself, Aldous? Tell me.
Ma'am, she considers herself as a committed and even stubborn person.
Yes, Malala consider herself as a committed and stubborn person. Vaiga, what is she stubborn about? What is Malala stubborn about? I have already explained the meaning of stubborn. A person who never changes his or her opinions according to the situation. So Vaiga, tell me, what is she stubborn about? She is stubborn about three main things. Can you tell me any one? Tell me.
Ma'am, can I?
Yes.
Ma'am, she is stubborn about the person who want to see every children getting
yes, every child getting quality education. Next point, Seba.
Ma'am, peace in every corner of the world.
Yes, she wants to see peace in every corner of the world. And next point, Steve.
Ma'am, women have equal rights.
Yes, women should. Women. 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 That's how you pronounce. Women should get equal rights. Okay. So that was Malala's main concern, and she worked for it, and she was able to achieve it. Okay. Moving on to the next paragraph. Education is one of the blessings of life and one of its necessities. That has been my experience during 17 years of my life. Fidel, can you read the remaining?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Education is one of the blessings of life and one of its necessities. That has been my experience during the 17 years of my life.
Yes.
In my paradise home, Swat always loved learning and discovering new things. I remember when my friends and I would decorate our hands with henna on special occasions. And instead of drawing flowers and patterns, we would paint our hands with mathematical formulas and education.
And equations. Okay, Fidel, very good. You read it very nicely, clearly. So education is one of the blessings of life and one of its necessities. So children, you're all blessed to get good education. Isn't it?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All of
Yes,
you are
ma'am.
blessed to get good education. So Malala says that education is one of the greatest blessings in life and it is a necessity also. What do you mean by necessity?
Things that are needed to stay alive.
Yes, things that are needed to stay alive. If we have to stay alive, we need education. Just like we need air to breathe. Just like we need air to survive. We need education to be alive. Only when we have the education, we will be aware of our rights. So Malala says that it's one of the blessings. And that has been my experience during 17 years of my life. So what is the occasion in which she is delivering this speech? Fidel? What is the occasion in which she is delivering this speech?
Necessities.
No. My question is, on which occasion she is delivering this speech? Fidel, you did not get my question? Okay. Steve?
I mean the Nobel Prize.
Yes. She was delivering the speech while she was receiving the Nobel Peace Prize. And Clara, tell me how old she was at that time?
17 years
Yes,
old.
17 years old. Okay, she was just 17 years old. So she was the youngest receiver of Nobel Peace Prize. So she is telling that of all these years, during the 17 years of her life, she understood that education is one of the greatest blessings. In my paradise home, Swat, dear children, in the last class, I showed you the picture of Swat Valley. Do you remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, a beautiful picture, beautiful image of Swat Valley, Malala's hometown in Pakistan. So Swat Valley was once considered as a Switzerland of Pakistan. You know, Switzerland is the most beautiful country. Switzerland is the most beautiful country in the world. So once Swat Valley was considered as a Switzerland of Pakistan. And it's a mountainous place. I'm not going to show you the pictures again as we are running out of time. Okay, I hope you remember the beautiful images.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
A
So
valley.
yes. So it's a mountainous place which has got very good climate, cool in summer and snowy in winter, and within easy reach to the capital, Islamabad. So she says, in my paradise home, Swat, I always loved learning and discovering new things. So she had a great desire to learn more and more. She not only attended school, she not only got knowledge or information, she not only gained information from the teachers, but she tried to discover things on her own. And the thing is that she was not afraid to make mistakes. If you have to experiment more and more, you should have the guts to make some mistakes. Have you heard about Thomas Alva Edison?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. We
Yes, who
studied
is
about
he?
that.
Who is
Ma'am,
Thomas
he is
Alva
the
Edison?
inventor of bulb.
Yes, very good.
Electric
He is
bulb.
a scientist. He is a scientist. He is the one who invented electric
Electric
bulb.
bulb.
Electric bulb.
But do you think that he was able to invent it at the very first time?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Never. No scientist in the world has ever been able to invent certain things at the first time. They have failed many times in their life. Many times. Okay. So just like we say, failures are the stepping stone to success. You should keep on trying. Try, try, try until you succeed. Okay. That is what we are learning from all these life stories of these famous personalities. So Thomas Alva Edison, while he was making a lot of experiments to find out electric bulb, one of his friends discouraged him. Why you have to waste so much time on this? Come on, you gave a lot of try, but then you were not able to find it out. So give it up. But then he told, I have never failed in my life, but I have discovered 10,000 ways that will not work. Are you able to follow me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thomas
Yes,
Alva Edison positively responded to the negative statement made by his friend. I have not failed in my life, but I have discovered 10,000 ways that will not work. So look at the positivity. So you should have the guts to discover. You should have the guts to experiment things. Come on, make mistakes. Learn from mistakes. Okay. So here Malala says that she loved learning and discovering new things. So naturally, can you tell me what is a good quality of a student? The
Ma'am,
most
ma'am,
good
have an
quality of a
interest to learn.
student.
Have an interest to learn.
Okay, have a student should have an interest to learn. Agreed. Then one of the important quality that a student should possess. Definitely you should have interest to learn. If you're not interested in the subject, you will not be listening, you will not be concentrating. All the distraction happens. I agree. Another point, come on, think, think, think. Think. One of the important quality that a student should possess.
Ma'am, we have to have the behavior to accept our mistakes.
You have to?
Like we have to have a behavior of accept the mistakes.
Okay, okay. Accepting mistakes. All right, agreed. But that's not the answer that I am looking for. Hanna, my dear, what happened? Huh?
I'm discovering new.
Okay, discovering new things. Okay, trying to invent new things. Agreed. Hmm?
Ma'am, respect to teachers.
Okay, respect to teachers. Agreed. The most important quality of a student. Let me see whether your brains will work or not. I agreed. I'm agreeing to all the statements that you make. Respecting the teachers, ready to accept your mistakes. You have to discover new things. Then what? One point that Aldous said in the beginning. Aldous, what was that? Interest to learn. Okay, agreed. Everything I agreed. But this comes later. Hmm? Hmm? And once I tell you the answer, you have to ask yourself whether you have this quality or not. You're all students, right? You're all students. We are all students. Even I am a student. I'm also still learning, just like you. The only thing is that I don't have exams. That's the only difference between you and me. Yes? 5 years, are you trying to communicate with me? Hmm? No idea? Thinking process is going on. Yes, Sinan, Clara, Alice Fan, Steve, all my loved ones are here on the screen. Come on, tell me.
Obeying the teachers.
Obeying, respecting, agreed. That all should be there.
Ma'am.
Yes.
When we reach higher class, we will fail some tests, but we should fail the some.
My dear, I can't hear you. It's not clear. Come on, be quick. All right. So you don't know. Maybe because you don't possess that
Ma'am, we
quality.
had to listen the teachers.
Fidel,
We had to listen the teachers.
listening, respecting, obeying. I agree to all these things. Can I tell you?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes.
Can I tell you what is the important quality that a student should possess?
Discipline.
Steady.
A student should ask questions. A student should ask questions. You have to inculcate that quality. When you learn something, you have to go into deeper and deeper, and you should keep on asking doubts. You should be able to get clarification for your doubts from the teacher. That is the important quality that you should possess. And just ask yourself whether you have that quality or not. And remember one thing, only if you read, only if you learn, only if you understand, you will get doubts. That's also there. If you don't read the text, you will not know anything and you will remain fully inequipped. So just ask yourself, don't tell me, no need to tell me whether you possess this quality or not. Okay? So that is the important quality of a student. So Malala, she loved learning and she loved discovering new things. Okay, so we get answers to our questions by clearing our doubts with the teachers, by reading books, by having conversation with expert personalities. There are various sources. So make use of all these sources and always be well equipped with a lot of knowledge. I hope you are following me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am.
I remember when my friends and I would decorate our hands with henna on special occasions. See, this particular line, I was really moved by this line because I have never thought about it. I do believe that you might also have not thought about it. See, they used to decorate henna. Muslims do have the habit of decorating their hands with mehendi or henna on the festivals like Eid Mubarak or something like that, or on the eve of marriage function or something like that, isn't it?
Yes,
That
ma'am.
is done as a tradition,
Yes,
a
ma'am.
part of a tradition. But look at how Malala and her friends did that. Very creative, in a very creative manner. Instead of drawing flowers and patterns, we would paint our hands with mathematical formulas and equations. Look at that. Have you ever thought about it?
No, ma'am.
You and me, we have never thought about it. Have you ever thought about writing mathematical equations? Designing your hand with henna, with mathematical equations or chemical formulas or grammar
Never.
rules on your hands? No,
No.
never. We haven't thought
Never.
about it. We have never ever thought about it. So that is the difference between we and Malala. Okay, Malala has proved herself that she is a unique personality from her very childhood itself. So instead of drawing flowers and patterns, they would paint their hands with mathematical equations and formulas. So that shows that she had a great eagerness to learn, a great desire for learning. We had a thirst for education. Children, do you mind if I complete this chapter?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it okay for you?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All of you should agree. Are you all tired?
No, ma'am. Not yet.
No, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So if you are ready, then I'll continue, or else we have only a few more minutes left. I will
Ma'am, please
stop.
continue, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
ma'am.
So who is going to read? Maybe I'll take a couple of minutes. Okay. Yeah, Vaiga, read.
Education.
That's done. Next paragraph.
We had a thirst for education. We had a thirst for education because our future was right there in that classroom. We would sit and learn and read together. We loved to wear neat and tidy school uniforms, and we would sit there with big dreams in our eyes. We wanted to make our parents proud and prove that we would also excel in our studies.
All right. So they had a thirst for education. They wanted to get education because they understood that their future was right in that classroom. Why are you all here in front of me on the screen? Because you have a goal in your life. You have an aim in your life. What do you want to become in your life? Quick. What is your ambition in your life?
I am doctor.
Ma'am, aeronautical engineer.
Okay, Aldous wants to become aeronautical engineer. Seba.
I'm doctor.
Seba wants to become dentist. Steve.
Doctor.
Rockstar.
One at a time.
Gamer.
If you are ready to spend some more time with me, I am ready to spend the same amount of time with you. So no need to be in a hurry. You're all sitting. Imagine you're all sitting. I'm standing here, but still, I would like to interact with you. Okay, Steve, what do you want to become in life?
Ma'am, I want to become a scientist.
Scientist. Steve wants to become a scientist.
No, ma'am. That's
No?
Saboli.
Oh, Seba wants to become scientist. Okay, Steve.
Become a collector.
Collector. Very good. Aradhya.
I'm an astronaut.
Astronaut. Stina.
A rock star like Stephen Davcy.
Oh my God. Rock star like Stephen Davcy. All right. Very good. Fidel.
I'm doctor.
Doctor. Atul. Louder. What is this?
Pilot, ma'am. He's a
Pilot. Okay. Vaiga.
I'm collector.
Collector. Hanna.
Teacher.
Teacher. Good. Adi. Adishar.
I'm actor.
Actor. Wow. Clara.
College professor.
College professor. Well done. Sinan. Muhammad Sinan.
Pilot, ma'am.
Pilot. Anlin.
Ma'am, nothing. When I become college, I will think about that only. Now
Anlin has not decided. Okay. Alice Fan.
pilot.
Pilot. Amar, detective Amar. I understood. Amar wants to become a detective officer. That is why. I understood. Then who else? Roles? Roles and fires? What do you want to be in your life? Huh?
Ma'am, I will not share.
What is he saying? Roles?
I will not
Mommy said to studying in fifth standard. He want to become a more money than just resources.
Roles wants to make more money. Rida Mazin, what do you want to be in your life?
A PC gamer.
PT? PT teacher?
No, ma'am.
Sports teacher?
PC gamer.
What is that?
Ma'am, he want to be a gamer.
Gamer. Okay, all right. I did not get response from 2 or 3 roles, Fires and Sandra because their videos are off. All right. So big salute to all of you. Huh? So who was sitting in front of me? I have a pilot, I have a scientist, I have an engineer, I have a doctor, astronaut, then actor, detective officer, college professor. Huh? So many are there. Wow, great. So what is the purpose of learning? You have big dreams in your eyes. And that is why you are here in front of me. Or that is why you are learning. So similarly, Malala understood from her very young age itself, those dreams will be fulfilled only through education. Those dreams can be fulfilled only through education, and that too inside the classroom. I hope I have made it clear to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
We would sit and learn and read together. We love to wear neat and tidy school uniforms, and we would sit there with big dreams in our eyes. We wanted to make our parents proud and prove that we could also excel in our studies. So how are you going to make your parents proud of you?
Ma'am, by getting
I
good marks and
By studying well, by scoring good marks,
ma'am, by getting good job.
by settling well in life, by getting a good job, then by making others speak good about you. Okay, these are the ways in which you can make your parents proud. So Malala's desire was to get good education as well as to make her parents proud and to prove that she can excel in studies as well. But things did not remain the same. When I was in Swat, which was a place of tourism and beauty, it suddenly changed into a place of terrorism. I was just 10 when more than 400 schools were destroyed. People were killed and our beautiful dreams turned into nightmares. So the situation did not go on smoothly. The situation did not went on smoothly as they expected. What happened? The terrorists, Taliban, took over the control of the Swat Valley and everything was changed altogether upside down.
Ma'am, what is nightmare?
Yeah, Fidel has a question. Yes, Fidel?
Ma'am, what is nightmare?
Nightmare means bad dream.
Oh.
A bad dream that makes you worried.
Oh.
Okay, that makes you afraid. Good question. So that's what Fidel has made it practical. Yes. All right. So when I was in Swat, once Swat Valley was a place of tourism and beauty, but later on it became a place of terror, horror, and bloodshed. A place of terrorism. And when she was just 10 years old, almost like your age. How old are you? You are 11 years, right?
11.
I am 12.
Oh, okay. Maybe a slight difference. Okay. Majority of you are 11 years old. So when Malala was just 10 years old, 400 schools were destroyed. Imagine 400. Not one or two or five or six, but 400. Remember, there are many number of children are devoid of education. They don't have the provision to go to the school. They have not even seen books. They have not seen letters. They do not know what are alphabets. They do not know how to speak. Instead of building up schools and institutions, the terrorists, Taliban terrorists, destroyed what?
Ma'am, the schools.
The schools. How many schools?
Ma'am,
400 schools.
400 schools. People were killed and our beautiful dreams turned into nightmares. So the beautiful dream was that she has to study well. She has to make her parents proud. She has to excel in academics. All the dreams shattered. And it became a nightmare, a bad dream. Want me to continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Education went from being a right to being a crime. So each child has a right to get education. Free and compulsory education for each child until the age of 14 years. That is the law by Indian Constitution. So education is a right for each individual in this world. And that right has become a crime. According to the terrorist, Taliban terrorist, the right to education became a crime. They told that the girls are not supposed to go to school. Women should not have equal rights just as like the men. Girls were stopped from going to school. When my world suddenly changed, my priorities changed too. How come her world changed? The Taliban terrorist took control over the Swat Valley, took control over her hometown, and her world was shattered. Her beautiful dreams got shattered. Her world of dreams changed. And so her priorities means the importance that you give in your life. Priorities also changed. Last section, page number 64.
Ma'am,
yes.
ma'am, priorities means the rights of Malala, like that.
Priorities here means something which you give importance to.
Means like she gave importance to education, like that.
She had already given importance to education. But then when the terrorists took control over the Swat Valley, and when they declared the law that girls were not sent to school, only men are allowed to go to school, she changed her priority. Her priority became, or she gave importance to fight against that law.
Okay.
Understood? That became her
ma'am.
priority. Earlier, very good, Aldous. Thank you for asking me that wonderful question. Earlier, her priority was that she wanted to study, she wanted to get good marks, she wanted to make her parents proud. That was her only concern. Okay, but now when the terrorists took over the control of Swat Valley, her priority changed. She gave more importance to work against the law made by the terrorist. Okay, she
Okay,
wanted to
ma'am.
fight for her freedom to get quality education. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. I had two options. So in front of Malala, there was only two options. One was to remain silent and wait to be killed. Anyway, terrorists, if the terrorists are ruling or controlling the nation, definitely they will keep on killing number of people mercilessly. Are you all with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
One option was to remain quiet and to be killed by the terrorist. The other option was that to speak up and then be killed. Speak out. What was she trying to speak up?
Ma'am, women want to also get right education.
Yes, she kept on motivating and encouraging the women throughout Pakistan that it is very important each one should get education. She started speaking up. And those such formal speech made Malala a target of Taliban terrorists. That is how the Taliban terrorists thought of targeting Malala. Okay, so she had only two options in front of her. Underline it. One was to remain silent and wait to be killed, and the other one was to speak up and then be killed. And then she chose the second option. What was the second option?
Ma'am, to speak up and then be killed.
Yes, to speak up and then be killed. I chose the second one. I decided to speak up. So she understood that somehow, anyway, she'll be killed. So better speak up. Better argue for her rights. Better make the women aware that education is very important. Women have the equal rights just like that of men. The terrorists tried to stop us and attacked me and my friends who are here today on our school bus in 2012. But neither their ideas nor their bullets could win. So when she started giving a formal speech throughout, the terrorists understood that she was advocating or she was trying to propagate. She was trying to propagate the need of education to all the women in the nation or in the country. And then they targeted her. And while she was coming back from her school to home, one day in the year 2012, while she was on her school bus, do you remember the name of the person who shot her on her head? Taliban terrorist? Azan. Yes, the Taliban terrorist shot her on her brain. Yes, on her head, on the left side of her brain. But neither the ideas nor the bullets could win. So they thought that definitely Malala will be dead right at that moment. And they can put an end. But then, fortunately, luckily, Malala survived after so many surgeries. And their bullets could not win. Their ideas did not work. We survived. And since that day, our voices have grown louder and louder. So Malala was able to survive, and all those who supported Malala was able to survive. And from that day onwards, Malala became so popular and her voice grew louder and louder. Yes. So that's it. We have come to the end of the chapter. Do you have any doubts?
No, ma'am. No doubts.
No, ma'am.
Clear. Okay, very good. Thank you, children, for spending 10 more extra minutes with me. Okay, well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. So please go through your textbook. Read the textbook at least twice.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you. See you in the next class.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.